Portal energy is now gained from each and every single battle that you play inside of Squad Busters. We are also going to have character skins. We're going to have new decor for the plaza in sneak peek number 1. Let's get right into this sneak peek with the character skins. All skins are going to be priced at $5 US. We are going to be having the Ninja Goblin skin, which looks really, really cool. The Origami Barbarian King, which really cool, looks like almost like a samurai. We got the Tour Guide Mavis, the Kimono Witch, and then we have the Street Magic Wizard. These are really cool skins coming into the game. We are also going to have a Black Belt Chicken, which will be part of a community event that is coming in July. It is a really cool skin that you're going to be able to get pretty much for free as long as all of the community is able to complete the event. We are also going to have new decorations inside of the Plaza shop. They're going to consist of the Stone Cauldron, the Witch's Cauldron, Cozy Campfire, Flower Chest, Ice Cream Cart, Chicken Nest, Cubic Tree, Plant Bucket, Greg's Favorite Stump, Water Barrels, Surf's Up, Snow Pal, Bull Skull. There's going to be some balancing to some of the battle modifiers that are currently inside of the Squad Busters. The first is going to be the Pinata Party. When there is going to be a Pinata Festival event that is going on, you are going to gain a lot more Pinata sticks when you are going to be able to clear out these giant pinatas. That's going to be a super cool thing. So you're able to get more pinata sticks for the event. Spell overload. Big monsters and bosses are going to have an increase in chances to drop spells. This is really, really big here because we needed more spells, or should we say we needed more spells inside of the game, especially when it gets to the end game. The next battle mod that's going to be changed is Doppelgangers. Drops from characters are now limited to 3 characters worth per transformation. This is going to keep the battles running smoothly, not going to be able to get a million things from dropping for each time you open up a chest in Doppelganger. And then we have Gem Grab. Gem rings are worth much more gems and only drop 1 at a time. This is really, really nice so that you are going to be able to get these gems. You're not going to be punished as hard, and it is going to be very, very nice. I think Gem Grab is a really fun event, and it's something that I kind of want to be rewarded if I am going to fight for the ring. There's also some gameplay changes and tweaks, and this is something that I actually really, really love. The targeting outlines are now going to be inside of the game. It's going to be this little yellow glow that you are seeing onto the screen. This yellow target outline is going to show the squad's current target. This even works when you are moving, which is absolutely insane. The targeting is going to stay the same. However, now you are going to be able to know what is going to get targeted. Also, a big thing inside of Squad Busters were maps not really spawning a lot of monsters, especially towards the end game. Now, maps are going to spawn a ton more monsters, especially as the battle progresses. So as the battle progresses, more monsters, more bosses, and everything like that will be spawning, which is going to be huge. The next change is going to be about chests. Rare and epic chests are going to spawn a higher chance to get those types of characters and a less of a chance to get common characters, which is actually kind of interesting because if you're going with a farm heavy team, you kind of want the suppliers, which are common cards. So this is something that might be a little interesting in the end game or even in the mid game that might change drastically. So we are definitely going to have to take a look at how that works. I mean, I think they wanted to make sure that you got more rare and epic fusions. However, you might now not be able to get that last classic fusion that you are looking for. Change is something that I personally love. If you use a fusion key, it now puts the battle bag on cooldown for the rest of the battle. This is kind of something that I really, really like. You know, you kind of gotta wait to use a fusion key now. You can't really just drop a fusion key, the first key, and get a huge advantage. So I do personally think that this is good. They still are going to be probably working on keys and megas, but I think that this is a good start, at least to slow it down for now. Change is going to deal with megas inside of the game. The comeback chances from a mega chest will now improve when more squads have been busted in the battle. Previously, what we had is when more squads were busted, it actually made it harder for the comeback to happen because you were obviously in a better place, right? If there was 4 squads being busted, you could only be in 6th place right now. That's the lowest place that you could be in. So now I think what they did was they pretty much made it so 6th place is still the last place, almost like 10th place. Which is really, really cool, and I'm super excited to see a little bit more megas come into the game. Obviously, not a lot of them, but, you know, a little bit more would be really nice. I'm sitting on a lot of megas myself. The next change is going to be something that I love. Loot dropped by your characters when joining the squad is now much harder to steal by opponents. So, this is goblins, this is chickens, this is stuff that you are spawning is absolutely crucial. When somebody comes and steals it, it is a pain and you feel so much pain. I'm hoping this change really helps with that. Barbarian is going to gain more health, which will help him to really push in the early game. Do I think this is something that's necessary? I don't know. Barbarian does so much damage. I know the health will help him survive in the later game. I think this is going to push him to an A tier at least champion inside of the game. Maybe even an S tier. I mean, Barbarian definitely look out for in this update. The next change is going to be to Dynamite. Has improved damage to keep up with the healthier opponents that your opponent is throwing at you. So here's the thing. Dynamite has been an F tier. It is one of the worst. I say never get it characters inside of the game. I think that this will hopefully help him, push him to make him a little bit stronger. The next change is to B. Bs are going to last a lot longer, as well as a super B will stay with B the entire match, which is super nice. I'm really excited to see this change to B. B is super strong when she has her Bs, but she is completely useless when they run it. The next change is going to be to Penny. Penny is, I think, the worst kind of supplier-ish in the game, where she kind of just spawns gems and gold for you to get. She is going to now gain a lot more loot from her hidden treasure, which is really nice. I know a lot of the times, even when I even get Penny, sometimes I don't even get all of the maps. Now, I think they really want to make sure that you get the maps and you are rewarded for them. The next change is going to be to a battle modifier, Chest Menace. It's going to have a lot less health, making it easier to bust and then get your chest. I really like this change. I think the Chest Menace, especially moving around and doing everything, it's kind of hectic sometimes and it really slows you down. I really like this change. The next thing is going to be the Furnace spells and Shrink spells. They're going to be more likely to be found in the battle. Honestly, I didn't never even really see Furnace or Shrink. It's every 1 out of every maybe 3 or 4 games. It's kind of insane. I do like this change that you're going to be able to see more variety of spells, and I think they are putting a lot more spells into the game, especially with the newer monsters that are coming. So I think spells are going to be very plentiful into the future in Squad Buster. The next change is going to be the freeze spells. Freeze spells are now going to have a way more effective slowdown, even when people are trying to turbo through them. So I really do like this. I think freeze needed to get buffed, and this is going to be really nice. The next change is going to be a really nice one. It's going to be for hammers to upgrade your plaza. The super bosses, the huge bosses from certain battle modifiers are going to be dropping hammers. This is kind of just like the super mega mole in the middle and other things like that. The next improvement and fixes is you can now gain portal energy just from playing battles. That's insane. Place well and you're going to win more. The higher you place, the more portal energy you are going to get. Single chest tickets now cost less coins. Each one will be 2,000 gold, which is really, really nice. The single chest tickets are really good. You can also buy bulk chest tickets as well. I really like this change. This is something that really was necessary inside of the game. Reward chests are going to now convert max out characters into portal energy or XP instead of being skipped, which is really, really nice. I think this is just something that, you know, a lot of players who are kind of maxed out really struggled to be able to do anything with those characters. I really like the fact that you're going to be gaining more portal energy, which will be able to push you further inside of the game. Also, the next big change that is absolutely huge, tombstones are not going to block tanks, hives, or other map items from spawning. In the previous past, if you had a tombstone on one of those things, it never spawned, and it was kind of one of those things that kind of stinked if you were another player trying to go after either a tank, a hive, or anything like that.